Voting in the high-stakes Karnataka Assembly elections began, with the state seeing a three-cornered fight between incumbent BJP, an aggressive Congress and the Deve Gowda-led Janata Dal Secular, which would hope to play kingmaker again. Voting will take place till 6 p.m. amid tight security arrangements, and the ballots will be counted on the 13th of May. The electoral fate of top guns, Chief Minister Basavaraj Bommai, Congress veterans Siddaramaiah and D.K. Shivkumar, and JDS leader H.D. Kumaraswamy, among others, will be sealed during the day-long exercise. More than 5 crore electors are eligible to cast their votes in over 58,000 polling stations across the state, where 2,615 candidates are in the fray. According to poll officials, elaborate security arrangements have been made across the state for the smooth conduct of elections, and forces have been deployed from neighbouring states as well. As many as 84,119 state police officers and 58,500 CAPF, that is Central Armed Police Forces, in 615 COIs are on law and order and security duty on poll day across the state. Critical polling stations are covered by one or more of the measures like micro-observers, webcasting and CCTVs to keep a watch on the polling process as force multipliers. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, former Karnataka CM and senior BJP leader B.S. Yediyurappa, Karnataka Home Minister arrived at polling booths to cast their votes early morning. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Narendra Modi took to Twitter and urged the people of Karnataka, particularly young and first-time voters, to vote in large numbers and enrich the festival of democracy. Amit Shah also took to Twitter and wrote, "On voting day, I urge our sisters and brothers of Karnataka to come out in large numbers to vote for good governance, development and prosperity in the state. Your one vote can ensure a pro-people and pro-progress government that will continue to take the state to newer heights." Congress leader Priyanka Gandhi also urged the voters in Karnataka to vote for democracy. She tweeted, "As the polling for the assembly elections begins, I urge all my sisters and brothers in Karnataka to go out there and vote for change. It's time to bring in a strong, development-oriented and capable government that works tirelessly to make your lives better." In the run-up to the elections, the ruling BJP, which is facing multiple corruption allegations, covered all its bases, including tweaking the quota, which it hopes will bring in the Vocaliga and scheduled castes and tribes vote. The party, which already had the support of Lingayats, who showed up the support of the community, giving them a chunk of 4% OBC votes for Muslims, that was scrapped. While BJP will hope to buck the 38-year trend of Karnataka never voting the incumbent party to power since 1985, Congress will look to wrest the state despite forming a government after the last election in 2018. In the 2018 election, Deve Gowda's son H.D. Kumaraswamy became the CM after JDS entered into a post-poll alliance with the Congress. No party secured a majority in that election. However, the government lasted barely a year, with BJP weaning away MLAs, leading to the collapse of the JDS-Congress government in July 2019. BJP had emerged as the single largest party in the House in the 2018 election, winning 104 seats.